my shield, and he in whom I trust.
Hey guys, thanks for joining me again. This is Precision Fire here. And before I install this on my Remington 700, I wanted to do a quick review on the Timney Calvin Elite trigger. So this one is an improvement to the 510. I don't know if you've used a 510, but this is basically the next model. Now there is some recalls on Remington 700s for the trigger. I put a link down below. You can enter in your serial number and check to see if your Remington 700 qualifies. Now a lot of people think it's easier just to replace the trigger rather than sending your factory trigger to get repaired. That can be a timely process. So it may be easier just to purchase one. I'm not saying you need to purchase this one, but it's going to be an overall improvement to your trigger anyway. So this is the Calvin Elite, like I said, and this is adjustable from 8 ounces to 2.5 pounds. The 510 was 1.5 to 4 pounds, so they did change that. So it's a more tighter adjustment for the pull weight there. So the improvements they made on this is the consistency of the pull weight at any setting. So there was some inconsistencies with the 510s regarding use and how the pull weight was changing, that had to be adjusted more often. They also improved the sensitivity. The break on this is a little nicer, very clean and sharp. And they also changed the design of the trigger. I think they actually thinned it out a little bit, but it's just to be more compatible. They wanted to make this, oh, before I go into that, they did change the shape on this. This should be a carbon copy of the Remington 700 stock trigger, so it should be a direct fit, and it relieved any lateral play from the trigger. So that's one of the improvements they did make to it. So they wanted to make this as easy as possible to install. So it was just by 2 pins. Regarding one of the pins, I believe it's a front pin that you don't want to take out all the way. If you do it correctly, it should be a very quick install with just some punches. Anyway, like I said, the dimensions are identical to stock. Now for this trigger, you shouldn't have to replace any springs to adjust the tension or the pull weight as you do with some other triggers like the Jewel. Like I said, they want to make this as easy as possible. So you got your SEER engagement or your SEER engagement here. You'll see that there's a little bit of Loctite there. That is Loctite, so don't take that off. This is the SEER engagement. That's the bolt stop release, and we got your safety plunger. You got this is your pull weight screw, the bottom screw, and your upper is your Overtravel. Now these are preset. You shouldn't have to mess with any of these unless you want to change the pull weight. You would just mess with this screw here. So I wouldn't recommend changing any other settings unless you really know what you're doing. If you do order this directly from Timney, you can get the pull weight pre-adjusted. So anyway, that's pretty much it. I would recommend this. This is in direct competition with the Jewel. I guess it's just what you prefer, but I would say this one's going to be easier to install and easier to adjust. So anyway, thanks for watching my video. Please subscribe. I appreciate the support and your feedback, and we'll see you next time.